Great.
process
Huh? And
and the basic evaluation process, what we will be doing throughout the semester in the subject.
okay, so I should then start with the subject itself. Okay, so we are going to discuss operating, and if my voice is lagging, please let me know. Okay, so we are going to deal with operating system. So, have you ever heard about what is operating system, or anyone who is familiar with this term? And please keep this session interactive, or monotonous session won't be working for us. So, it will be good if you are answering. Okay, so anyone who is familiar with this term, operating system?
It's a
I hope
layer
you guys heard.
between
Yes, sir.
users and hardware.
I don't want that bookish answer in layman's language. What is operating system for you guys? अगर मैं आपके पापा से पूछूं कि operating system तो क्या बोलेंगे उसे? I don't want that Google perfect definition, right?
Operating system is something because of which a device is operational or
Okay.
we can interact with
So,
that device.
so best example you have heard till now.
Windows, Android.
Okay, that's great, right? So Windows or Android, which these are the operating system which we have heard, right? And we are saying that this is what. Okay, why we guys are shifting towards the latest operating system? If I talk about Android, we are having Marshmallow, then Lollipop. We had once upon a time Eclairs and Gingerbread. I guess the current one is, if not wrong, Marshmallow is the current one, right? So why we are shifting this operating system was, if you, as you say, as one of your colleagues said, that operating system is something which is simply making your stuff functional, right? Your hardware functional. So why we need to extend this operating system? Why we are having this test for operating system?
Sir, because the drawbacks of the current operating system may can be the
What do you
advantage of the
mean by
next operating
what do you mean
system.
by drawbacks?
Sir, drawbacks mean
What do you mean
limitation of
drawback?
that particular OS limitations, like they do not have some
What?
features with
Uh,
some features that are not being in the current OS. We can upgrade that particular
what
OS in
features?
the
What features?
like security patches, some bugs which cannot be solved in that particular OS. We can make the update of that particular OS and we
Exactly.
can upgrade
Excellent
in
answer.
it.
Stability.
Excellent answer. Excellent answer. Yes. Again, second excellent answer, right? Stability, security patch, bugs. Can I say optimized one?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I add optimization that the more latest OS than the usage of that OS or the OS work in more optimal way, right? So
Yes.
yeah, perfectly right. So if you understand in layman's language, this is what operating system is. Okay, if you want to explain any one operating system, this is how you can explain, right? What is operating system, right? It makes your stuff functional. Okay, if we go to the typical definition, I hope you are able to see my board. I
Yes,
hope
sir.
it is fairly visible to you guys. Okay, so let's say we are having multiple users, right? Pardon my drawing, I'm not so good at drawing. So this is my first user. This
Sir,
is my second
sorry to
user, right?
interrupt you in between the lecture.
Huh?
Uh, can you start
Huh?
the recording of this session?
You need recording? Okay, just a second. ये आपको हर बार याद दिलाना पड़ेगा. Okay, I guess I have started. Okay, so I guess the recording has started. Okay. So yeah, we were talking about this users, right? These are different users. Okay, these are the users which I have drawn. Let's say I don't know your names, but someone of you is working with word processor. Okay, someone is working with Excel spreadsheet. Someone is working with text editor. Okay, let's say PE. Someone is working with compiler. Okay, so these are the different users, and all of these are working on what? We are having one platform that is known as operating system. Okay, we are having this particular no one great stuff which is there. Okay, and beside it we are having our underlying architecture known as hardware. Okay, I'm writing in short form. Okay, known as hardware. So if I talk about hardware, what is hardware? It can be CPU, keyboards, and other IOs, right? So everything except your operating system, or everything which is tangible to you or tangible to me, that is your hardware in a computer, right? The tangible stuff of computer is our hardware. So yeah, so as we are talking about this, so this is what this is where operating system lies, and this is where we can see our operating system in this picture. Now all of these guys, all of these users, right, this great persons working on what? Some system or application. Okay, they may have some intermediate application, right? So that's why I'm writing here again, system or application. They may have some intermediate application. Okay, let's say if you are working with Java, right? So you are writing your Java on Eclipse, right? Now Eclipse is running, but your executable file is interpreted by what? JVM and JDK, right? So you are using that kind of stuff. So there may be a possibility that you are having one intermediate file. Okay, one question for you guys. I hope you guys have learned Java. If I have a Java executable file, and if I'm playing it, right? So what happens next? If I double click on an executable file, what happens next? I hope you heard me.
Sir, it get
Dot class
compiles
is
and it
there.
convert into class file.
Uh, who compiles it?
JVM.
Okay, so that means that executable file is not directly working on operating system, right? It is calling some JVM, and it is done compiled by it, and then something is done by VM. That is creation of class and your program in processor, the program in executable mode, right? So here this is a minor example for what? Intermediate application. So you may have application, may have intermediate application, you may have different hierarchy above the operating system, but at the end of the day, where they are going to be, they will be going to be executed, or they will be going to be managed by, or will be going to be under your operating system, right? So at the end, everyone needs to come at operating system, right? आखिर में सबको घर में ही वापस जाना है, and here our home is operating system. So, what does this operating system does? What do you think that what will be the role of operating system? अगर मैं ऐसा बोलता हूँ कि operating सारे application, if all the application are in a way going to come at operating system, so what is happening? Why it is coming to the system? What does the operating system is doing, and why it is doing that? Keep it what it is doing. क्यों सारे applications को operating system के पास ही जाना पड़ता है? Just think logically. क्या होगा? What operating system must be doing कि सारे application उधर जाते हैं? Why this intermediate layer exists? See, if you will use your common sense, CS is more about common sense rather than computer science. So,
Sir,
hmm?
Because it's need communication with hardware and kernel also to perform that particular task. So it needs some interpreter to get the communication between those devices.
So are you saying that OS is typically doing conversion from application to assembly code? ऐसा बोलना चाह रहे हो? Even hardware doesn't understand assembly code, right? Hardware को सिर्फ zeros and ones पता है. So operating system is not a compiler, right? So वो क्या करता होगा ऐसा? You are right. You are thinking very correct, right? And please don't Google it. मुझे Google वाले आंसर नहीं चाहिए. जो आंसर एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ वो आपके लॉजिक
Sir, for
से है.
effective
Yes.
memory management,
Great. Next.
Sir, a program will be executed according to its priority.
Insert scheduling, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, if you are having an issue with thinking, okay, which is your favorite game? Please, mobile games मत बोलना, PUBG or BGMI नहीं, computer games.
Valorant.
So, Valorant. What is the size of that game?
12 GB.
12 GB. It's a very small game. Anyone famous and better one?
GTA.
Apex Legend.
Okay, GTA and Apex Legend, right?
Yes.
Very great games, right? मुझे भी 2 महीने लगे थे पूरे खत्म करने में. Okay, so what is the size of these games?
Around 50 GB.
GTA 5
What is the
is
size of this
30 GB.
GTA 5 is 30 GB and the Apex one is, I guess, 50 GB, around 50 GB, right? So now just imagine you are just playing and having the fun of this game. What does in backend would be happening? मतलब operating system क्या कर रहा होगा वो वक्त पे? Can I say that thousands of processes are going when you're playing a game? So अगर ये सिनेरियो है क्या you are playing a GTA, उस वक्त आपका बेचारा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम क्या कर रहा होगा?
Threads execute कर रहा होगा sir.
क्या एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा होगा?
Threads.
थ्रेड्स एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा होगा, राइट? फिर
Sir, networking
get
or
see
manage
first
social
still I asked you one question, what is the size of the game? तो आपको लगता है वहां से कोई आंसर आएगा? मेमोरी मैनेजमेंट में वो कुछ कर रहा होगा ऐसा कुछ खास?
management कर रहा होगा.
See, your hard disk, probably your hard disk is of what, 1 TB, 2 TB. You are having RAM of 8 GB, 16 GB, right? And you are having game of 58 GB. So obviously आपके primary memory में पूरा game नहीं होता है. So what does that operating system would be doing? You will be managing your game on hard disk into your main memory, and so that आपकी memory अच्छे से run हो सके, required attributes अच्छे से, the required environment variables are working in synchronous way. That is what that operating system would be doing. The operating system would be managing your primary memory. Primary memory means your RAM, right? तो अगली बार अगर आप गेम खेलो और गेम में लैग आए तो प्लीज ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को गाली मत देना. ओके, यू शुड इंक्रीज योर कैपेसिटी. ओके, सॉरी, दया रखना ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम. ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट using, right? What it is doing, we can summarize our way. It is managing the memory. Okay, it may okay, now one more thing. Let's say there is a program, there are there is a central PC and there are two users, right? And both users are trying to watch same picture. Okay, Radhe, right? हम Z5 पे online देखते हैं ना, right? There online mean what? Some server which is on active mode on remote place, right? So there also an operating system must be there, right? Let's say if two persons are accessing same content, how your operating system going to manage it? Right?
Sir, through algorithm
That's
like
an
this.
task. Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, some algorithms are there, but operating system is also managing that. Even in your when we see in a very nano scale, even in your PC, there may be several programs who will be trying to access printer or your any hardware or any memory location, right? So what will happen that at the time there are two programs which was trying to access same resources. So again, needs to be managed, right? And some resources must be saved from something. Okay, let's say मैं antivirus use करता हूँ क्यों? Because I want to save my some resources from virus, right? So there is some we also try to put some restriction that ये program हमारा ये memory location access नहीं कर सकता. For example, when we are creating different users in our computer, administrator and user one, right? So user one may be restricted to use some part of your hard disk, right? So that kind of stuff. This is a very this examples are very common way, right? आपको याद रह जाए वैसे. So this is what this is what the function of operating system is, right? So if I say what your if I want to summarize, right, that what your operating system is doing, we can summarize in what way it is actually managing between the user and the hardware. मतलब आपके ऊपर जो users यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं, these users, it is managing the interaction of this two, okay, hardware and users का interaction manage कर रहा है operating system, okay. Second thing, he is also this operating system is also managing the allocation of the resources. Okay, he is also trying to manage allocation of resources. Third, he is also trying to manage the memory, right? If some programs are trying to say access a memory, it is also giving you some security, right? Some programs or some memory location cannot be accessed. Okay, operating system may if I say that there is most restriction on accessing the boot part. Okay, boot part. I hope everyone knows what is boot block and boot part, right? What is booting? So there is a boot block. Okay, so which operating system has most restriction on that boot block? Anyone?
iOS.
No. iOS में आप जेल ब्रेक करके आप कर सकते हो. देयर इज अ वे, देयर इज अ वेरी इजी वे. आगे जो iOS में आप जेल ब्रेक सकते हो, you can access the boot block. The one
Linux.
can never access your Linux is the most first of all, Linux is an open source operating system, right? So you should know that. So अगर if it's an open source, there is no you can't say there is any restriction on it. So never give answers like Linux kind of questions where restriction constraint is there. Linux is an open source operating system. So कभी हो ही नहीं सकता जहाँ पे restriction सबसे ज्यादा हो. Linux
Sir,
also
Mac OS.
allows you to access your. Nah, the one you are using, guys, Windows. Windows is not you to access the boot block. For that, you need to buy contact Windows vendor, right? You're not allowed to access the boot. Mac OS के लिए I am not fairly sure. इसलिए मैं उस आंसर को wrong नहीं बोलूँगा. I'm very uh, I won't lie about it because I'm not sure about Mac OS के उसमें क्या होता है because I haven't opened it yet. But it may have the restriction, but till now Windows is what who is having the most restriction. See, even the Windows is not asking us to get updated, right? वो अपने आप को update कर ही लेता है without asking us, right? So there are many options on the OS level in Windows. So this is what this is some base examples, right? So that you can remember that what our operating system has, right? What is the function of our operating system? Now, so what would if this is the function of our operating system? Let me remove this drawing from my page. Okay, yeah. If I'm trying to talk about my operating system, this are the tasks what operating system does. But why it is doing it. क्या लगता है क्यों कर रहा होगा ये? These functions are performed by operating system. The tasks are performed by operating system. The operating system is responsible for this severely critical task. So why he is doing this? Sure. What is the goal of this operating system?
Result, sir. Efficient one.
Exactly, efficiency. The first one is efficiency. Second one, what is the second one? Can I say convenience?
Sir, security.
Right? Convenience.
Yes, sir.
Security is right. Security is also one of the answer, but convenience is one of the greatest goal, right? Okay, the user must be convenient, right? He should be very comfortable with using your PC because somewhere operating system is responsible that how it can ease your usage of a computer, right? So these are the basic goal. I
Say
guess you can get it.
consistency.
Consistency, yes, you can say, but consistency, single word won't be defining the goal. Consistency would be like, in what terms?
Like consistency, I mean that way that when if the OS is not scheduling the task, and if the task like start themselves, then it can cause the system to not work efficiently because there is no consistency in the programs.
So yeah, consistency didn't came in the picture. Efficiency only came in the picture. Whatever you explained, that was right, but it is not called consistency. Consistency means something which is constant, right? Here, OS should be doing his task, that is scheduling an algorithm, scheduling and program. Now, consistency is that it is what we are getting in newer versions of operating system, right? When our algorithm is developed more perfect, our algorithm is perfect, so that the programs or the process is consistently scheduled. Okay, so that is what we can tell as
Yes, sir.
advancement or extension, right? So the goal, you are right in a way, but you cannot tell it as a goal, right? Primary goals में वो नहीं आएगा. But I won't say that's a wrong thing, right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so this is what we discussed: how, why, and what. Now the typical theory part. There are some types of operating system. Okay, and you guys can answer me that what it must be doing. Let's say the first one is time sharing. Okay, this is a type of operating system, time sharing operating system. Pardon my handwriting because I'm writing using a mouse. अगर नहीं भी लिख रहा तो भी मेरी handwriting खराब ही होती, but though yes. So the first one is time sharing operating system. So as per the name suggests, क्या है ये time sharing operating? क्या हो सकता है? Just think, quick guys. There is no rocket science. जो लिखा है उसका मतलब वही है.
We'll be dividing up the time in which execution is done.
Can anyone answer in more better way?
So each processes are scheduled for a specific time quantum.
Mm. See, here I'm not talking about. Okay, let me answer it, right? In a way, you are right, but yeah, let me answer it in direct way. See, each task is given some time to execute, right? That is what you said. Each task is given so that all the tasks can run smoothly. So, as the person said that one quantum of time is given. That's very right answer. then each user also get the time to access the CPU. See, there may be a possibility here. Don't confine your thought to just a single PC or the typical traditional PC. We may have very different way that we are working on a central organized operate central central. We are having some central memory. We are having multiple use connected to that, where in that LAN or in that connected network we are having only single operating system, right? So not only the uh, tasks or processes, but users are also some time, right? And when we are talking about time sharing, that means our operating system is doing multitasking. Okay, our operating system is doing multitasking. So this is what time sharing means, right? There may be a single user, there may be different users also, and each of them is given some time to execute. Or and that time can be called as quantum, as your friend said. Okay, that is very correct word. Okay, so this is what an elaborated way. Now, after that, there is another one that is called batch operating system. So this type of operating system does not you can interact with computer directly. There is an operator which takes similar jobs having the requirements and groups and batches them. Okay, it batches them, and then it gives it to the CPU. It is also it is having this responsibility or sort of like say operator. Okay, a similar responsibility. If I draw it, so you can say like say you are having job one, job two, job three. This is your operating system. This is everything is given to this operating system. Okay, and then this operating system will create batches. Okay, these are the batch of the jobs. Okay, this there can be multiple these are here infinite. Let's say not infinite, but finitely infinite. Okay, here you are having batches, and this batches is then performed on CPU. Okay, so this is how this batch operating system works.
Sir,
Okay,
is
this is
Google,
how this batch.
sir, are
Is
Google
Google what?
virtual machine like the cloud virtual machine in which we start the instances, right? So are those machine working on this batch operating system?
Actually, they are the hybrid ones. We are learning this basic type. They are also time sharing. They are also hardline operating system. They are also a batch operating system. Okay, we are here. We are actually talking at very smaller level or the earlier level where the basic type of operating system, right? No operating system is having only this. Any one of this can fall in any one of this classification. Okay, no operating system because nowadays we need multitasking days, we need batch processing nowadays, we need hardline computers, right? So no, you cannot define in any one of the classes. Okay, these are
Okay.
the base classes. Don't think that कि ये ऐसे ही खाली operating system होते हैं. These are the base classes, right? So yeah, this was all about what system and time sharing operating system and batch operating system. Okay, now if we think about this operating system, okay, I should be quick. Okay, I have 15 minutes left, right? Okay, so if I talk about this batch operating system, right? So what would be the advantage of this particular operating system? क्या हो सकता है if I am having this type of operating system? What would be the advantage or what would be the disadvantage of this?
each task complete in its own time. Like,
Uh-huh. Anything else?
It's easy to manage large work repeatedly.
Yes. You can say that multiple user can share one batch in a system, right? It may be possible that we do. It is very difficult to know the time required for any job to complete, right? But processors of the batch system know how long the job can run. Okay, so these are the minor user. Uh, when we are using a batch system, the idle time of your CPU get decreased, or you can even say that it easily manages large work which is performed repeatedly. Okay, the same task which is performed repeatedly can be managed in a batch. Okay, large set of work. So these are the basic advantage, and disadvantage will be like it may cost much, right? Sometimes it may be a costly task. कि अगर बैच में मैं परफॉर्म करता हूँ तो नॉर्मल से अगर मैं बैच में परफॉर्म करता हूँ sometimes it may happen that the cost of performing is costlier than the traditional way or typical way. Okay, the third one, the next disadvantage which I can think of is what the batch system should be known by a computer operator, right? Your computer operator must know about the batch system. मतलब आपको कोडिंग भी उस तरीके से ही करना पड़ेगा. uh, you can say that it is hard to debug the issues in the batch system. Okay, and if you want to know the uh, let's say examples of this batch operating system, then it can be bank statements, payroll systems. Okay, जहाँ पे एक ही बड़ा मतलब एक ही टास्क बार बार किया जाता है, and we can perform it on batches, right? Okay, so similarly, if I talk about time sharing operating system, उसका भी advantage discuss कर लेते हैं. It is like it gives equal opportunity to each task. Obviously, time sharing का मतलब we are giving quantums to each users and each task, right? So again, it is giving equal opportunity. Um, there may be you can say fewer chance of duplication task, right? Duplicate tasks come होंगे. And the most important one is the idle time of CPU is reduced. What can be the disadvantages in time sharing? What can be the disadvantages in time sharing? I hope you guys are there.
But if a task is requires more time, it doesn't get enough time.
First, when I am saying time sharing, right? आपने ही मुझे किसी ने जवाब दिया that we are giving quantums to the different tasks. So don't you think that this task would be interdependent also, and hence we also need to communicate between the tasks? Like say that the fourth task is which I have triggered, but the task one should be completed before doing task 4, until and unless task 4 would be a vain task. So here I need to communicate in that way. Are you getting my point? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what a problem can be: data communication problem. You can say that between the tasks. Okay, and again, if you are working on time sharing or time sharing way or environment, the most important is to maintain the integrity of your program's data and your program code. Okay, we need to maintain the integrity of it. Now, what do you mean by integrity? That the data used or given by a program must not be accessible by the other task which is running parallelly, quantum, right? There are some locking system which we are using again, but that lock should be again unlocked and relocked. Okay, so there is an security issue in that. अगर मैं एक ही पॉइंट एक ही मेमोरी लोकेशन में यूज कर एक मेमोरी लोकेशन यूज कर रहा हूँ, and for which I have let's say I am task 1, I have access to that memory location, तो मैं वो memory location use कर रहा, I'm using that memory location, and my quantum period has ended. Then again I need lock so that another irrelevant users or program would be not able, or malicious program cannot access that particular memory location. Okay, what is locking and locking? We will see that in later part of our operating system. But for now, just think like a lock, typical lock. कि उस पे lock लगता है memory पे, right? So this is how the time sharing operating system gives us a disadvantage. Okay, so I hope anyone would like to ask anything till now. So I guess we have seen two types of operating system. One is time sharing, the another one is batch. Okay, another one is batch operating system, right? One is time sharing operating system, the another one is batch operating system. So any doubt, anything you guys would like to ask?
Sir, in this batch operating system, you said that we enter the data.
Enter data नहीं बोला मैंने.
मतलब ये 1 2
I
3
said that कि in अच्छा, you want, okay. See, what exactly I said is this. I hope you are able to see my screen. This 1, 2, 3 are different tasks or program or threads, you can say. Different tasks which are triggered, which are given to the operating system. मैं यहाँ पे बात कर रहा हूँ. Right, talk about यहाँ different user हैं, तो ये जो task हैं word processor, spreadsheet, compiling, text editor, ये अलग अलग टास्क हैं. वो टास्क, that task are given to this operating system. Okay, ये operating system को वो task दिया गया है. Now this there may be hell lot of tasks, and now you guys understand. Okay, अगर GTA का example हमने लिया कि कितनी बड़ी game है, तो hell lot of tasks are going at a time. So what it does, it is creating batches of this task. Okay, now there are rules how to create this batch, and we are not going to see it. But for now, we can just understand it is creating batches of the task on probably some constraints or some rules, right? Or then this batch, let's say this batch is bundle of the task. Okay, it may be similar task, it may be the repeated task, or it may be no interconnected or in the task. Okay, which should be performed in sequence only. So it can be anything, right? There are constraints to here that how this batch will be created, but we are not worrying about it right now. But these batches are created, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, and this batches is actually performed by CPU. Okay, so operating system क्या batch में देता है CPU को काम. It is giving a batch work to the CPU, right? It provides the work in batches.
Okay, sir.
Krutha, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I guess we are done. मैं आपकी attendance ले लेता हूँ. Just a second. Done. Okay, so we can meet in next lecture. Okay, I guess time हो चुका है ना? Yeah, we still have time. I guess we are done, right? 45 minutes से 10 हो गया. 5 minutes, right? Yeah, so that's it. अब मैं आगे आज नहीं ले रहा हूँ. We can have next part in the next lecture where we will see the other types of operating system, and then we will be done with our first chapter. Okay, I hope you guys have your the booklet in which the book is mentioned, in which the operating system syllabus is mentioned, and you will be aware of it, right?
Yes.
Okay, guys. So this was for today. Anything, any questions? कुछ पूछना चाहो तो?
No, sir.
Okay, then we can meet in next lecture then. Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.